Hi guys, in this video I'm going to show you what are the different scalp types and what are the different scalp problems. Now, why is it important to understand what is your scalp type? It is very important to know what your scalp type is because depending on that you need to use the right shampoo for your scalp, you need to do the right treatment for your scalp. So to analyze your scalp the right way, watch the video till the end. Hi guys, my name is Shine Janathanan and I am the director and founder of Unisex Salon and Academy. I am an internationally certified hairstylist and a makeup artist by City and Guilds, London. So whatever knowledge that I'm going to share with you today is with a lot of study and a lot of research and not by self-experiment. For me, hair is each individual's crown and I'm going to help you groom it the right way. And in this video, I'm going to show you what are the different scalp types and how can you treat them. So watch the video till the end. Now your scalp is nothing but an extension to your skin. Like you have different types of skin, you have oily skin, dry skin, combination, sensitive and normal skin. Similarly, you have different types of scalp. Now let us understand one by one what are the different scalp types. Let us talk about normal scalp first, because if you understand normal scalp, then you will know what is abnormal, right? So if you have a normal scalp, your scalp feels very healthy after a shampoo wash. It does not feel extremely tight or itchy. You would require a shampoo every alternate day. So if you shampoo today, so possibly not tomorrow, but day after is what you will require a shampoo, because after 2 days the scalp tends to get oily. It's very normal for the scalp to get oily because the hair follicles have sebaceous glands that secrete oil sebums and that will make your scalp oily. So if your scalp gets oily after 2 days of shampoo, it's supposed to be very normal. If that does not happen, it is considered to be dry. We will talk about that. So normal scalp people need to shampoo their hair every alternate day. Also, you can use a shampoo that treats your hair as well. You won't see any flakiness, you won't see any itchiness, you won't see any redness on the scalp. Your scalp would feel absolutely normal. Now let me talk about the second type of scalp, which is dry scalp. Now people with dry scalp often feel extremely tight and extremely itchy and uncomfortable on their scalp, especially after a hair shampoo. Now in our salon, we analyze clients' hair by using this tool, which is a magnifying camera that zooms into the scalps and helps us to understand what a client's scalp type is. And this is how we kind of figure out what our client's scalp type is, and we help them and we suggest them the right treatment for their scalp. If you do not have a tool like this, you can still analyze your scalp, and I'm going to help you to understand how to analyze your scalp. One more way to understand if your scalp is dry or no is to take out one section from your scalp and rub your fingers gently over the scalp. If you see a lot of white residue that comes off, especially all over the scalp, that means your scalp is excessively dry. And also, even post 2 days or 3 days of shampoo, your hair does not get greasy at all. That means the sebaceous glands at your roots, it's not producing enough sebum that is required to lubricate your scalp. Such scalp definitely need a hydrating treatment. You need to use a mild shampoo and use a sulfate-free, paraffin-free shampoo that extremely mild for your scalp so that it does not remove the moisture out of the scalp. And also avoid shampooing every day. You could shampoo every 2 days after a hair wash. Also, one more very important thing about dryness is that people often get confused about dryness and dandruff. They see white flakes and they feel that it is dandruff and not dryness. If you have flakes all around your scalp, that means your scalp is excessively dry and you need to use a mild shampoo to treat it and not an anti-dandruff shampoo. Whereas a dandruff is something that will occur in certain areas of your scalp. So if there is flakiness or if there are lumps of yellow flakes or white flakes at certain areas of your scalp, in that case that means it's a dandruff. If you do not understand this, visit to a good hairdresser and try to get your scalp checked under a microscope or under a camera to exactly see if it is dryness or if it is dandruff. And people often with dry scalp feel a very uncomfortable and tight feeling, whereas people with dandruff will only have itchiness on certain areas. Now that is a small way to differentiate between dryness and dandruff, so do not get confused between the both. Now if you have dry scalp, it's very important to treat it the right way, because if you ignore it, it will eventually lead to a lot of hair thinning, and then it will lead to baldness, and then you cannot really do much about it, because if your follicles are closed, all you can do is hair transplant. So it's very important to keep your scalp hydrated and use the right products for your scalp. Now the third type of scalp is oily scalp. Now people with oily scalp, I don't have to say, it just produces so much oil, and there is an excess oil secretion from the sebaceous gland than it has to be normally. So that means if you shampoo today, okay, by evening your scalp will feel extremely oily. Now people with such scalp generally feel very sticky on their scalp, their hair tends to fall very flat, and they feel very uncomfortable and sticky. Now one of the solutions for oily scalp people is that they can shampoo their hair every day, but do not use a very harsh shampoo. You can use a mild shampoo. Also, you can use a cleansing shampoo, a deep cleansing shampoo that cleans the scalp really well. Also, it is very important to keep your scalp clean, because if you have oily scalp, it is prone to attracting a lot of dust, which will eventually lead to a lot of dandruff and fungal infection on the scalp. So to avoid that, make sure you do regular shampoos and you use the right shampoo to keep your scalp nice and healthy. Now next scalp type is sensitive scalp. Now people with sensitive scalp will have very uncomfortable feeling on their scalp, and the slightest of pull to the hair will be very painful for them, and also they have red patches all around their scalp. So people with sensitive scalp need to use a very mild shampoo, which is again sulfate free and paraffin free. Make sure that you shampoo in regular intervals and do not shampoo your hair every day. Shampoos that are organic, like argan oil or natural ingredients that are present in the shampoo, are good for such scalp type. Now the last type of scalp is you could have combination scalp. Now people with combination scalp have some areas that are oily, but there are some areas that are dry. So people with such scalp can use a combination of two shampoos possibly. The first shampoo you can do for a hydrating shampoo. The second shampoo you can do a cleansing shampoo to make sure that it treats both the areas well. Now let us see what are the different scalp problems that people could have. Now one of the most common problems, and which I feel everyone faces, is dandruff. Right? Now there are two types of dandruff that you need to understand, guys. Either you could have dry dandruff or you could have oily dandruff. Now people with oily scalp generally have oily dandruff, and people with dry scalp have dry dandruff. Now dandruff will always come in lumps and in certain areas of your scalp. It never occurs all over the scalp. Now people with oily dandruff, generally it has a thick lump which is a little yellowish in color, and when you scrape it out, it will come out in thick lumps. Now that is nothing but a oily dandruff. Now dry dandruff will be more whitish in color, and also it will come out in lumps, but again it is not present all over the scalp. It will be in certain areas of your scalp. So most commonly found areas for dandruff, especially here, which is under the occipital, and somewhere at the crown area is what you will see dandruff. Now why does dandruff occur? Now most of the time we get dandruff because we don't keep our scalp clean. Now if you don't keep your scalp clean because of a lot of sweat, a lot of dust that gets accumulated on the scalp, eventually leads to a fungal infection, and there is a multiplication of cell generation that leads to dandruff. So to treat this, you do get anti-dandruff shampoos, and also you get anti-dandruff treatment in the salon. So try and get a treatment done every 20 days, and also once a week you must use an anti-dandruff shampoo to cure it well. Now, one more scalp problem could be lice or nits. This is something which is not directly a scalp problem, but it's a pesticide that survives on your scalp blood. So it basically sucks the blood out of your scalp and it just keeps multiplying. Now this is one creature that you do not want crawling on your scalp. And the only way to treat this is by using a Medicare shampoo that kills all the lice. And also it is very important to remove the eggs from the hair physically. That's a physical process. None of the chemicals or no shampoo can remove it from the hair. You need to ask someone to get it off your hair individually. And also if you're facing a problem of nits, make sure you treat it immediately because they can multiply in rapid speed. And if one can multiply into 10 and then into hundreds within no time, and then it just get uncontrollable. So even if you see some lice in your hair, make sure you take the Medicare shampoo immediately and treat it well. Now other scalp problems could be eczema or psoriasis. Now these are some scalp problems that we cannot treat as hairdressers because we are not really hair doctors. So if you are facing some problem like this, which is an excessive dryness issue on the scalp, which leads to eczema or psoriasis, wherein there is excessive itchiness, especially comes around the hairline area, my recommendation is please visit a good trichologist who is a hair expert and get yourself treated the right way. I hope you found this video informative, and if you did, please hit the thumbs up button and also write into us on what kind of videos you would like to see, which will help you to groom your hair the right way. And also we're going to be coming up with more hair tips and more hair and skin related videos. So to keep yourself updated with our videos, make sure that you hit the subscribe button and do not miss out on any of our videos. Till then, I will see you soon in the next video. This is Shine Janathanan, and have a safe and healthy life.